60 diesels. So on today's, this is the start of the fixie video, we have one of these. Now anyone who knows me, not the greatest fan of these, really, ever since the Smileys went. I've never thought they were any good. You can have your own opinions, that's mine. So this is as you'll see, this is a 15 plate, one owner, 3.5 ton tipper, owned by a local firm. We do all their work. We religiously service this thing. It doesn't get abused, doesn't get beaten, it gets looked after, and it doesn't even really work terribly hard for a living. So it's done what all transits do. It's hit the heady heights of 80,000 miles, and for no particular reason, decided last Thursday on the way to work, with nothing on it, no weight, nothing like that, what it was going to do was grenade itself all over the place. It's one of them 2.2 exploding engines of doom. So what we've now got to do, 80,000, fully serviced, lovely, looked after, 80,000 dead. It does run, but I think something's fairly critically wrong. So I'm going to bring you in here under the, this bit actually works. Look at this, look. Yeah, it's not seized up and broken. Whilst I'm going to bonnet handle forward, that was a really good idea. That didn't seize up and break it. And you didn't have to turn the thing off, go back inside every time you wanted to open the bonnet. So, I'll bring you in here. I'm going to focus you about here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start it with the oil cap off, and then you can tell me what you reckon's wrong with it. Right, so what we'll do, as you can see, there's quite a lot of oil everywhere around here, which there wasn't. I mean, it's sort of everywhere. So we'll just take this off and we'll put this up there, and I'm just going to go and start it. So, as you will see, got quite a lot of nastiness, crankcase pressure coming out of the top, and I think we're definitely on 3. I'm not going to leave it off too long because I can do without any more oil here. 80,059 miles. I'll take you in the cab in a minute and show you. So I think what we've done, I reckon we've burnt a hole straight through one of the pistons. I don't think it's a head gasket. And I don't think it's an injector fail. Well, it isn't. It's probably an injector failed burnt hole for a piston. All them stupid piston oiler things in the bottom having failed, so the piston then overheats and melts. I mean, honestly, Ford, one day you'd get it right, wouldn't you? So just that obviously no one thinks I'm lying, and this has done like 200,000 miles. There you go. 80,059. Let's get my leaning on that, yes. 80,059 miles. One owner, well looked after, and as you'll see, it died. So, what we're going to do, instead of buying one of them either surly-whirly self-grenading devices that cost you about £3,500 and don't last very long, nothing against them, but all of us around here have had quite a few of those. I mean, I took one out last year that managed to do 4,900 miles, 3.5 grand, and then they refused to warrant it. So we're not even talking about that. So what I'm actually going to do is pull this 2.2 out of here, because we've got a big pile of blown up ones inside. So I reckon that somewhere between the possible 4 blown up Mk8 2.2 engines I've got inside, I may actually be able to make one, we'll say functioning, because we can't really say good, because they aren't any good. I mean, to be honest, if this was mine, I'd have that out I know a man that's got a 2.5 turbo DI and the gearbox. I'd have that in here and throw the rest of the shit away. But that's not really what they want to do. So we're going to see if we can make a working Mark 8 transit engine out of 5 dead ones, obviously, and some new bits. We're not going to go completely animal on it. Not spend £4,000 on an either exploding one, or one off eBay that you probably don't know the history of, if you get what I mean, and then give it back. Sounds like a cunning plan to me. So what I'm going to do next, I was going to go and take the whole front off of this bad pack, everything, engine, whoop, straight out. Offers. Right, so transit dismantling. Obviously you'll see the whole front bib bumper bonnet has all gone. Bonnet's over there, rest of it's all stashed inside. So next cunning plan, Mark 8 wise, all of the electrics come off on clips in here. So we got to pull the computer clip and its armoured type shield that's in there. Main wire into the cab. For the lights, obviously there is the little heat plug module, and then we've got a little short harness. That's for the truck. So I pull the main battery lead, which comes up to here. Dom is underneath undoing, so we're going to pull engine and gearbox as one. Just make things easier for us. So in a minute I'll drop the exhaust, we'll leave that in there, pull the gear cables, drop the prop shaft, undo the cross member mount, and we'll have the whole lot out as one it. Deep joy. Right, so drilled the annoying shear off security computer bolts out, clip off computer, wiring harness swung over here, intercooler pipe off that side. It's an arse to get off that end, so I'm going to drop it off this end. I have removed the front support member, as you can see, and thrown the stupid tin computer cover, because obviously, I mean, that stops people stealing your ECU. So what they do in the end is just steal the whole transit. That's how it works with transits, isn't it? You leave that parked anywhere overnight, the likelihood of coming back and it being there in the morning is fairly small. Anyway, so Dom's undone all the stuff at the back. I've got to get rid of this, that stupid plastic shield, and drop the exhaust, which is over there. And then I think pretty much, maybe if I pop in some fuel lines, he's good to go, because I've done the pipes there up there. And I should have a brake vacuum reservoir thing somewhere. Oh, I'm going to whip the power steering pipe off and swing him over there so I don't dump all the fluid. And now I've been assaulted by dirt. Dom more than me, because there's quite a lot of mud stuck to the bottom of this gear transit. Gearbox is bolted. The only thing we can't get to pop out is the gear cables, but to be honest, we're going to try and bring them with it and pop them out once we can see them. The exhaust, there's a cap, the particulate converter and everything is removed clean off the vehicles, because as you know, leave that out here overnight, it won't be here in the morning, so that's out now inside. Engine mounts are undone, left, right. Now what I normally do, just to make life easier, I'll support the weight of the engine and we'll just whip the front engine support cross member out. It's 4 bolts, 2 up, well 6 bolts, 2 either side are out, 8 bolts. He's talking out of his arse. And 2 either side main bolts to hold it on, and if you take the ones that go up through the engine mounts out, it leaves the bracketry dangling in the truck. Power steering pump is thrown off and chucked to the side over here. All the wiring, including the engine earth, which we need to remember goes to the start motor, is down there, is out. But obviously you're fairly limited on the ability to lift it here. So what we need to do is take the weight with the crane, get rid of that member, and then we've, because we're outside in the yard, because basically I don't really want this inside, because once this is out of it, we're stuck with it until we fix the engine. So it's easier to whip the engine out here, leave the transit outside, fix the engine inside, and then drag the transit inside to put it back together when we need to. So what we're going to do at the moment, we've rolled the transit forwards, because engine cranes don't tend to roll terribly well on this type of surface. So it's easier to roll the van than it is to roll the crane. Right, so cunning plan, hitch this up, lifty, slidey outy, and I think that might do for today. Transit engine. Yeah, that's whoever designed that wants shooting, because this bit here don't fit past that bit there. So anyway, this is the end of this video. So next week, strippy apart exploded rubbish transit engine. And ignore the top quality wheelie trolley, because these top quality wheelie trolleys aren't really designed for wheeling transit engines around. But look, see, works.